ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the I'm in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an NFC wildcard matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Twists and turns will January have in store for us. The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game. Trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Fournette, a first down carry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Mike Evans, 43 yards. And the Buccaneers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd and very short, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now a first carry for their fullback. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They go back to Carson here on 2nd. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, 27 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Fournette running out of the gun. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Fournette. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And that, not a sight you want to see. Leonard Fournette very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's Brady to throw. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Hey, check back 21, Mike 21, check back 21. All day, dog. Hey, check back 21, Mike 21.
Second down, another shot for Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Following the fumble recovery, Wilson flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. These two teams all tied after one. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carson. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage long.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he returns this to the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 76 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2nd down at 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Here's Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Brady now on first down. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Keyshawn Vaughn. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Extra point try now for Succop. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Wilson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
They all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Myers' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, Carson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work, while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. To throw, it's Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Miller. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd down, it's Vaughn. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really, they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And Suckup will put this one right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a gain.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. Succop's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Carson, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. it's Wilson on 4th down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. This is caught by Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Brady gives this one to Vaughn. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
They'll roll him out right. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski there to make the grab as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Succa. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Now it's Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. picked off by Andrew Adams. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll go again to Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Ronald Jones, 54 yards. And the Bucs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is now 24. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here's Moore. He will return it. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. That catch good for only a couple. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Keeps himself upright. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. To throw again is Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 33. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.